Welcome to the Old World Fanatics, your Warhammer fantasy podcast to quench the hobby thirst for all things the old world. I'm one of your hosts, Gommo. I'm joined, as usual, by Andrew and Josh for episode 137. How's everyone tonight?
As usual, every week. Yeah, Mondays very consistently of late, actually. It's not like we're back to Monday nights.
Yeah, somehow I feel like there's not going to be a lot on this year, like at least the first 6 months. I think it's just going to be us, you know. I don't think we'll be moving around release after release. At least, the Adepticon thing's tomorrow, or no, I don't know what date that is. Maybe this week, and there's no Old World, and so, which is fine. I got no qualms with it, really. I've got enough. I've got even more stuff, as you will see in hobby, to do.
We seem to have plenty to talk about. We've actually had quite a lot of events going on. Events coming up.
Yeah.
Stuff happening.
We might even have a sneaky announcement for people who are actually listening live today.
Yep.
So you never know.
Very sneaky.
When do you want to make that announcement exactly?
Just keep dragging it just a little bit, but probably earlier than, maybe, I don't know. I reckon... I don't know. We didn't talk about this in the green room, did we? I don't want to go straight out with it. I reckon we hit up some of the topics and we hit it before your one. Okay. Can we do that?
Yep.
So people have to drag along enough to hear what the announcement. It's big, people. It's big. It's pretty big.
Because it's the type of announcement you want to hide half an hour into it. Yeah, absolutely. But it is big.
It's pretty big.
I'm excited.
So, welcome to our live stream. As usual, we are here every Monday, like Josh said, and big thank you to everyone who does listen, tune in, like, subscribe. We've got a bunch of people already in the chat. I know we were a couple of minutes late, as usual. Mark's in there, and we've got Ben Felds 5. I actually love Ben Felds 5. I've got a couple of shirts of them. John's there. Some of the announcements we've got, we might have to actually chat to John. So, Black Sigil Studios. Good morning, everyone. Well, hey, mate. Usually you guys turn up like 20 minutes before the end of the show. So
I know.
It's good.
Not early.
And ASB's there. Hey, mate, how you going? We even might have another announcement coming up around that next week. I might try and get ASB on. Maybe not on the pod as such, but... we may actually start some of these other videos that we've been going on about for a long time. So we'll try and get that out. Anyway, if you are on the live stream, please share what you're working on tonight. You can do that over also on our Discord. I just realized my monitor on the other side has gone really dark and I can't see Discord. What the hell just happened? That is really weird. Sorry about that, people. We have a live stream chat over there on Discord too if you want to share anything as we're going. It's going to be
I can see it. It's fine.
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
Even if you can't.
We're going to be chatting a little bit about Val's Renegades tonight. And I know that'll probably be the topic we're going to be talking about for the next 6 weeks by the sound of it. Oh, no, he's not going to drip it out per week, is he? Or is he?
I think
One faction a week? Wow.
I think he's going to drip it out once a week.
Weeks?
I don't think we'll spend every week following, that. But I think, it will. We'll take
I mean, that's good. But, man, that feels like a long time. But I don't know. Maybe there's nothing else on. So that's good.
Too impatient.
So we're going to run through the Dark Elves. I know everyone else probably who are a lot more skilled about the Dark Elves can probably talk about that and has talked about. But we haven't had a chance because we were debriefing from Fatal Fall last week. And Josh has got some cool pack stuff to talk about with his tournament. Josh just went crazy with hosting tournaments. As soon as he did one, he's done two. No, sorry, you've logged two more. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, I've logged two more. That's right. So I'll be TOing 3 tournaments, which probably means I'll almost TO'd as many as I've participated in, which is hilarious. Although, I'm participating in them as well. I guess.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But
that's right.
But it's still funny.
It's nice to be able to do that when you got some tournament hosting software that allows you to play the game as a TO. That's sort of the brand of the thing. So I think I put that somewhere on a thing. TOs should get to play too. So anyway, so we're going to talk about that.
That is indeed my contention.
And Josh, as Josh alluded to, and myself, we've got a little bit of an announcement we want to throw out. But we might chat a bit of Dark Elves first. And as usual, we'll squish in our shout outs for our awesome patrons around halftime. Josh, so I didn't even look at the show notes. Is there some questions for us as well? Is there?
Yeah, of course. No, there's a bumper
Awesome.
couple questions.
So we'll do that as well. If you want to get your questions heard, you can, and you're still a patron, you can obviously throw some stuff quickly in the chat, like in the actual Patreon chat, or for next week, go to patreon.com/oldworldfanatics, join up, and you can do that as well. Really do appreciate the support. Oh God, Black Signal Studios with a big super chat there. So love the content, guys. Able to catch this from the start. My wife has planned a Lord of the Rings birthday party for me. So I'm pretty excited for today's festivities. Never too old. So is your birthday now? Because I was just saying to the guys, my youngest is 17 today. So she's having her birthday today, or has had it. So interesting. Sorry, did I just wipe out Warhouse's comment? What was that one?
Oh yeah, you did actually. Warhouse. Well, no, he made a joke saying absolutely bailing the moment you announced the announcement, which I appreciated the humor on.
Warhouse, is that the Orc player? Is it? I can't remember his actual name. Is that the guy with the cool Dave with the cool fourth head goblin green base? Yeah, that's awesome. I love his.
Oh yeah, that one's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway. So that's what we're probably going to do.
It's coming to Blighted Harvest.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Okay. Now, is that the one we're talking about, Josh? Because you've got so many tournaments running. Yes, we will. We'll be talking about
too many tournaments.
Harvest pack.
Yeah. That's right. Too many tournaments. Too many. I haven't written the one for the August one. I mean, to some extent, I don't want to write it yet because it's too far away. You know? I don't know what's going to happen between now and then.
That's an actual question for the people in the chat too. Like, do we think we're getting the usual FAQ coming in around that July time, I guess, given that we got one in Jan? So that's the other thing. You just don't know how much the...
Yeah, I think there's a very good chance that we will hopefully, like they say, that's the main peak FAQ season, right? Like the Jan one's supposed to be a minor adjustment in theory. So, and yeah, last year we got it, I think it was end of June into maybe early July, I think it was. But yeah, we did. I worked out by looking back at our videos, by the way, and going, when did we do our reaction to the FAQ last year?
Oh, did you? What was it about that? Yeah.
Well, the 2nd of July was our video. So I would imagine it was about 6 days before that when the FAQ came out. I would imagine, you're knowing our luck because it's always 2 hours after we record.
Yeah.
It's every time.
But what I was going to say is also like them. I don't know what to expect necessarily because at the start of the year at least there was rumors about a 2nd edition, and if they start focusing on that, then it really becomes a query of how much they're really going to push through or change, or just will they just not worry about it too much and then just focus on development work in that regard.
Yeah, and and is there anything major that they need to like? I mean, there is other things, you skirmish and things like that, but I just can't imagine they gut the system again.
Hopefully,
like with infantry, not until
the way they did last year. Yeah, I can't imagine they'll do a massive. I just can't picture it.
Now, the only thing is if something gets thrown in that we don't know about, like a new army or something like that, which because Cathay dropped, but just because of 40k, I just can't see it.
Yeah,
no.
It's peak 40k.
I mean, Mark says no change in schedule for FAQs. Yeah. But that doesn't really tell us anything. It just says there's no change.
Well, they did say every 6 months. They have said that before. So,
you on the Bintangs comment?
I am. Just one. I'm being good because I had because of the 17th birthday, we had a big Saturday night. So, trying to be good. I was not even going to drink, and then I went, it's podcast time. You got to just have one. Just chill out on the Monday after Yeah. I love Asia Beer. It's the only one that, man, I am really just pushing out the first topic, aren't I? Man, at my age, all you could have is really light Asian lagers because otherwise you're up all night, put it that way, without getting too detailed. I don't know. I used to love my IPAs, and I still do, but got to take them in small doses.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. So, anyway. Cool. Let's get on to some Dark Elves there before I waste too much more time.
Yes, let's hit the topic.
And that's not you. So I just saw the screen and I thought, did you have it up? But that's your pack. So I won't bring that one up. I will bring this one up.
Yeah, I don't have Have you got the
Yeah.
Google Doc? Oh,
The
nice.
Dark Elves, but I will probably zoom her in a little bit for you guys. Is that even zooming? Get rid of this. Is that shut? Yep, there we go. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, so I guess, the first thing is, what do you think about the whole, obviously we opened a can of worms in Australia here with the Renegades thing the other day with Snake Eyes.
Very unexpected can of worms, guy. Honestly, yeah, very unexpected.
So
I didn't really think it'd be so controversial. But, and this is almost why I enjoyed seeing this come out, because I was like, oh, wow, okay.
It was outrage.
I didn't talk to you guys about this before, but I just thought, like, with that hanging over our heads from a couple of weeks ago, and then obviously the Renegade pack coming out, and as far as I know, the first version, even 1.5, was not huge. This is the right one, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, the version 1.1 wasn't that big, but it was pretty obvious. I think that Val said he was going to take a little bit further step forward on it, just to bring it, a bit more in line and actually worrying about balance rather than just,
rather than just
you could argue the first
making
one
certain
was just...
rules, turning it into functional rules.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. You only changed a couple of things for the Dark Elves in the actual Renegade pack. I think there was a murderous change and a couple other minor things, but it was really just for function rather than
it was like a major bug that went out in the first one. I mean, you could tell I hadn't looked at it. It was just like, what?
Yeah,
I'd call it a bit of fluff on the side as well, a little bit.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by that?
It's on the page right in front of us. The old.
Okay. Yeah.
I like that. I was like, I felt it because they're into their aquatic creatures. There was an additional.
Oh, right.
Creature.
Sorry. Yeah,
joining the ranks of the Dark Elves.
I thought you meant he was writing fluff, and I was like,
no. Just the vibe,
Mm-hmm.
the vibe of it. I liked it because I'm like, it's not a powerful unit, but I was just like, it just sort of like adds to the Hydra and whatnot. So I do like it.
Yeah, function based on vibe, not balance. Apparently, that's the. I think I remember him saying that. And yeah, I agree. Like, there's no real reason to put the Merworms in there, but he did, and it's great.
It's fantastic. Yeah, so somebody else can show me how to use Merworm because I've got no idea. So, we can have Maddie and John can come forward and they can show me how to do it.
Cool. And I just realized our streaming software has a poll here, so I just up there. So there you go. Renegades, yay, nay, type 1 to 2. Sorry, Mark, I didn't put a 3, so you have to choose.
Oh, he put it in 3.
Can we put it in? Does that work? Sorry, I'm fully just like,
I can't see the poll. I can't see that at all. I just see these weird numbers coming in. I'm like, what's that? Why is everyone typing
you can't.
binary?
It's on the screen. Can't you see it on the screen?
No.
Oh, you're not looking at the actual screen, like our share
I can see it on the screen.
Live.
Yeah.
You can't see that, Josh.
In the bottom right corner?
It doesn't matter. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
I don't know why.
We'll leave it up, see what happens. It's funny. It's actually only come with 1, and so I don't know what's happened. Anyway, that's just interesting. Yeah, I don't know where it's going to go. This is going to be very interesting to see how it's taken, given if some of the rumblings I've heard, but then also it pushes it a certain way. So it will be interesting to see what happens. I think everyone knows my view on it. That I love them. I want them in there. I don't really care about balance as such, if you know what I mean. So I don't know.
I mean, it is a slightly scary thing to put our faith in one non-GW guy to do this.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's positioned himself really well in a way that the Renegades have really got a lot of critical mass behind it, and he's in there, doing some very light changes that are very thoughtful. And I think he's well positioned to have the community support to sort of push through a more sort of not aggressive, but sort of whatever.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Like, it's not aggressive changes. It's almost just aggressive. Like, and what he talks about it, like, you went back through 6th, 7th, and 8th, and just brought some back that flavor or things that were just missed. It's not like he's inventing things. Yeah,
a lot of them are very thoughtful changes. And the thing is, and this is a point he made throughout, he's also hasn't gone to try to rebalance these individual units so that they're functional within the game. He's tried to keep them in line with other units that exist in the game. So, because it's just that it's not like he's buffed the infantry units so that they're competitive. He's put them to the level of other infantry units. So, they still struggle in the context of the game. So it's not like he's tried to balance it out. He's just tried to get them to that same level.
Yeah.
Which I think is exactly the right approach.
Yeah. Cool. All right. With that, though, and my big caveat, I don't know much about Dark Elves. I actually liked them in 8th for a bit, and I obviously saw them, I don't know, maybe it was around our area. There was quite a few of them. And yeah, there were certain builds that were a little bit oppressive, and then other ones, I don't know, I never felt like they were totally OP, but they weren't crap either. I mean, Elves were good in 8th, I guess, in general. So yeah, I sort of know what they do, but then in this version, I've not really seen them. I know Matty plays them and stuff, but to be honest, I don't even know if I've played them. I'm trying to think. Let's see.
Oh, Dark Elves.
Yeah, Dark Elves and Renegades.
And the thing is, you don't see them around, but when you do see them, it's usually a particular build of fairly shooty avoidance, Dark Riders and that kind of thing. You're not seeing any Blackguard. You're not seeing any Witch Elves, hardly seeing like Cold One Riders. You're not seeing the core elements of what a Dark Elf list typically is.
Yeah,
probably elves in general. I think all elves have a very similar sort of vibe and take to them that you see. Like, obviously,
does that mean you got to bring a dragon? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, bring a dragon and quite a bit of shooting. It's just tends to be, whatever you're good at.
Yeah, I think Matty's right there. Like, they probably were. You probably, yeah. They definitely was. When their heyday in 8th, they were actually very good and played. But I don't know. I think the people, if you're not playing in that upper echelon, when you ran into someone playing Dark Elves, that wasn't like it was point and click win. Whereas Cathay is a bit like that now, or was. Because they're still elves. So that's probably what I didn't think. I don't think back at them in 8th and go, oh, that was fucking horrendous. You know what I mean? Probably worse things that were out there. Anyway, cool.
Yeah, they were
scathing.
They were. I mean, and I guess you can't ignore the fact that the 7th ed book was also like for its time and where the power level was of the other army books, also considered fairly busted as well.
Yep.
Whereas the 6th ed book is the other extreme. The 6th ed book was actually incredibly
that
weak,
was the
such
first...
that they had to. It was the first one. They had to do an errata to build up things, and it was still considered one of the worst books. Like,
just going back in time here, I recall that the Ravening Hordes book, the little white sheet thing you got in 6th ed that came out with all the armies. I don't know if it was called Ravening Hordes, but whatever it was, that thing. And then Dark Elves was one of the first ones that came out, wasn't it? And then that's when they dropped to Toughness 3, or were they dropped to Toughness 3 in that white book thing? I just have this recollection that Dark Elves were the only Toughness 3 elves for a little bit. Am I dreaming that, or is that what happened?
Oh, what happened?
Do you guys remember?
Because I think everyone else had Tough 4. I'm pretty sure everyone else had Tough 4.
Yeah, I think that, I remember there was this period of transition when they made elves all Toughness 3, and it was just like, it went crazy there for a little bit.
There was no elves in my circle back in the day. It was just Dwarves, Chaos, Lizardmen, and Bretonnians. So that was my little group. Didn't see anything outside of that.
Yeah, I mean, plus back then there was no plastics really, was there?
No. And I didn't really have a full army. It was just mishmash of just random crap.
Yeah. Anyway, cool. So what do we make of the changes in the Grand Army, Josh? You're probably the most up to date on the Dark Elves, given that you play them in 6th ed, sort of. Sort of. Love of monoliths and all things Slaneshi. I don't know what. You and John, I don't know what you two would get up to if you were let out on a night on the town, but
lots of leather, lots of black leather, chains. whips.
I'm hanging out for a Cult Sinesh army for me. To be honest, I'd be right up ready for that. Anyway, guys, can we focus on the topic at hand?
Yeah,
please. The other, aside from the Merworm popping up in rare, the other two adjustments he's made, and both of these I think are really, really needed. One of it was the Blackguard was 1 per Dark Elf Noble taken.
So it was there. I saw that and thought, was it just not even in the old one? Okay, so what was it before?
What 0 to 1 unit of Blackguard per Dark Elf Noble.
Gotcha. Okay.
So to get more than 1 unit, you'd have to have multiple nobles. Like it was a very bizarre sort of limitation, which opening it up to 0 to 1 per 1,000, I think, is totally fair. And then the Beastmaster one, it was the High Beastmaster had to be your.
That's all.
The High Beastmaster had to be your general. Not happy that though. To get the Hydra or Charybdis to be taken special,
which is crazy.
Yeah, which is just never so restrictive in that list.
It is. It's so bad.
So to open up, just if you take it a Beastmaster, you get the bonus. Totally, absolutely fair.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that's cool. Because you don't. I mean, have you guys? I think I've seen a Hydra. I don't think I've seen a Charybdis on the board. Even when I haven't played as many Dark Elves. Even with the Dark Elves I've seen, I don't see them.
I don't think I've seen one on a board, like in all my years playing one.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember even 8.
Oh, okay.
Vaguely saw them in 8. But it was probably just more that were new models and people played around with them.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Bit of love for you, Josh. Your boo worm.
Thanks, Manny. Yep. The Dark Elf boo worm, the anointed.
Yeah, so very light touch on the Dark Elf selection there. There's nothing crazy. You can just obviously, like you said, bringing the Merworm in, which I like. Oh, sorry, just with that though, is that got any is that a history around any of that with the 8th head, monster arcanums or anything like that, or that's just something he's decided to pull in? You guys know anything about that?
No,
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I'm not versed that deeply.
Okay. Cool. And then we go into the special rules. So everything is the yellow. Did I highlight that?
No. That's the yellow is like it's in the draft stage. He's open, like he's sort of like thinking, is this going to be confirmed or not?
Yeah, okay. This is a little bit like what they had, wasn't it? In terms like just hatred first round of combat. Oh, this is all the time actually. It applies in every round of combat, not just the first against high elves.
It's terrible. It's a shittest rule.
I don't think it's been adjusted yet because that's the same as what it is, and I think he's trying to work out how to. Because sometimes they'll have hatred dark elves, hatred high elves as a special rule, and then also eternal hatred. And it just sort of overlaps a bit, because Anyway, that hasn't actually been changed. That's just been highlighted.
Right, yeah, it's something.
Hekardi's Blessing though, and he has taken an interesting choice with this at this stage. So originally it was once per game. The model can re-roll a single failed casting roll, which is incredibly limiting. Most of the time these special rules are once per turn, not once per game. So that's fair enough to bump it up to once per turn. Now he's flipped it over to Dispel roll because in theory it's because the high elves have the casting version.
Yeah.
So it's like a yin yang type thing.
It is good.
That's good. I like that.
It's a good flip.
And do all the supreme sorceresses or whatever they're called, they all have it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like that high elf one. Yeah, like that. Now the murderous, we jumped down to the murderous one. So this is the fixed up.
Yeah, so this is from the original Renegade. One
that
of the
was
few
just the one
changes
that
that Dark Elves
had.
had.
Yeah.
Which
because they had to do because it was broken basically before.
It was ridiculously unusable because previously it was only applied to a single non-magical hand weapon.
But the people who've got it have got,
model
like,
is using two hand
additional
weapons or any other sort of
Yeah.
weapon. This is all Blight, and everyone who had it had something else other than a hand weapon.
Yeah.
That
is
absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you could kill it with just the first draft. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, gee, nothing really. I mean, really, it's just that Hecates, whatever. Nothing much changed in the Dark Elves.
I mean, it would have been more thematic if the High Elves and the High Elf and Dark Elves were swapped in that regard. Like, it's bizarre for me that the High Elves are re-rolling casting, and Dark Elves are re-rolling Dispel. But yeah, I feel like because the High Elves already been put as their casting.
Yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. What's this? There's an error with the wording in that murderous roll. It reads as you get it each round instead of just the first, Matty said. When engaging combat, a model with this special rule may reroll any rolls to wound of a natural 1. Note this special rule only applies to mundane weapons and it's not applied to models mount. If the model is using a magic weapon,
Isn't what's wrong? You're supposed to get it everyone?
I don't know. What was it? Was it supposed to just have it on the first? Or was he talking about the hatred one? I don't know.
I think it's...
I was talking about something else. I'm not sure.
I'm a bit confused because even the original Murderous wasn't restricted to first round.
Was that what edition is that from, Josh? You're reading off?
No, like I'm reading from the original Legacy document.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought he might be talking about a previous edition.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe Matty was. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Cool. We've got no change to Dark Elf magic weapons, but we do have a change to Shield of Grond. Is that just a points change?
Yeah. That's a big points change. You know, because I think it was 40. Yeah, it was 40 points. And I mean, you got to be careful with that kind of thing on nastier. Like, it's okay if it's a smaller, tough 4 dude, but if it's on a tough 6 dragon, suddenly -1 strength is actually quite potent.
Yes.
And depending what, yeah,
because it was 40 points.
5 points less.
No, it was 40 points. So
right.
Yeah, I went down to 30.
All right, giving you 70 points to play with generally. Okay, interesting. And then you got the Banner of Nagaroth, which went to 50 points.
Oh, yeah, that was 65.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Bit too. So now you can put this on an infantry.
I think that's yeah. It opens it up to far more units. Yeah, to actually take it. And I don't think it's +1 combat.
Yeah,
res stubborn. Like, it's a good banner. Because the +1 combat res is worth 25 points by itself, isn't it? Like, you would, like, that's typically what a banner of that was worth. So you're essentially getting a stubborn effect for 25, which, I mean, it's maybe a bit cheap for that, I feel. But I don't think it makes it unbalanced.
No.
What do you guys think?
No, I don't think so. And I just think if it gives you more excuse to wield some of these infantry blocks, especially the special ones that you don't see. I mean, it might be. It's nice to see a banner sort of. It almost does two things. Like, one helps you win the combat, but obviously if you don't win it, you get a benefit as well. So it's kind of interesting. I like it. It just probably wouldn't have been the only option was a BSB before, so you just probably never saw it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then we go enchanted items. So this one went single use during this is the Black Dragon Egg, by the way, 35 points. You can consume it in the command phase, and you get until your next command subphase. The model has a toughness characteristic of 6.
Yeah. So before it was the end of your own turn.
Right. Okay.
Which for 35 points.
It means you've got to go in on. You're using it on a charge, really. But now it's full defensive now.
Well, no, you can use it on your turn, like on the charge, whatever. You have to use it on your turn. But it just lasts till your next turn.
That's what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Like these ones where it's on your turn, usually you have to use it as more of a offensive thing because you have to charge. Otherwise,
true. Exactly.
You're not in combat.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So you don't have to be in combat. Like, you don't have to make use of it. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So it makes it far more versatile. Because it was ridiculously restricted. And Tome of Furion,
Gains
the little change there was
breath. That's interesting. So I didn't notice that before, like earlier. I wonder how are breath weapons going these days with all these units? Like, should they be used more? I don't know. Nah. Sorry, yeah, go, Josh. You were about to do Tome of Furion.
Tome of Furion is just now extremely common, which is, it seems like a small change, but for arcane items, that's actually quite a big thing.
That is a big thing.
You can then combine it with other arcane items and have it.
Is multiple. That similar? Is it the chaos one that can? You obviously is that common? The one that gives them the can't remember what it's called. Same thing. We actually know an extra spell. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't think the vamp one. Because I think there's a vamp one, possibly, and a high elf one, and I don't think either of those are common.
No.
Hopefully, someone in the chat knows. Otherwise I'll try and find it.
That's just like I wonder what the when I see those ones, I wonder what the thought process was. I mean, I probably should have finished watching Bal's video. He would have probably said it, but yeah, like where did that one come from? Stuff like that. So spell,
yes, it is. Well, spell familiar is extremely common.
Yeah. So there's a couple of them, those sort of evil ones that seem to do that, but yeah.
And that was actually 15 points as well.
Yeah.
The only thing with Tome of Furion compared to Spell Familiar is the Spell Familiar says 0 to 1 per wizard. It might need to be added to Tome of Furion.
Yeah.
No, you can do it, but it wouldn't do anything because it says the bearer of the Tome of Fury knows one more spell than is normal for their level of wizardry. So if you had 3 of them, they all just know. Do you know what I mean? Like if you know 2, then you only know 3. You just you know 3 times.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
It's worded. It's actually worded the same way as Spell Familiar. Actually, so you could argue that Spell Familiar also doesn't need that restriction.
Just for boss.
I agree.
I mean, hey, it's probably better to have it there than not. With the way Old World was written. So.
Okay. So I mean, that's in line with the existing rule, and that's like literally just a carbon copy of it, really. Cool.
That's good. And then this is the bits that I'm going to be very interested in the what Val does across the whole set of Legacy, because it obviously with so much magic change. It's cool to see what other options they come up with or adjustments, because some of them are just ridiculous now because you can't cast them, and other ones, have other benefits where they probably need to be toned down. So, cursing. So I'm going to have to rely on you, Josh, in terms of what the difference here is. Has that gone up?
So, okay, this is funny because the document I'm reading must be the original Legacy pack. Before because they actually pushed out a little adjustment to this.
Adjustment.
What I'm reading is the same. I'll just say that. So, but what happened was they adjusted it like a few weeks later after the PDFs were released. So they didn't actually announce it at all. They just put out they just re-uploaded the PDFs.
Oh, sorry, you're talking about Games Workshop.
Yeah, and Games Workshop adjusted this spell to be -1 rather than set to 1, which is a massive nerf to this spell. Whereas the originally published version was set to 1. So he's essentially just reversed that change.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. That is huge, but
either it's weapon skill or ballistic skill to 1. If this casts effectively any other help. Yeah, cool. I like that.
I'm not sure about the casting value because the casting value is even the same as 9 there. So I'm not sure if that got adjusted down in the changed version or not. But yeah,
and it's a very short, like 12 inches. It's strong. Yeah,
it's really strong.
Now, am I right in the Dark Elves still have the ability to like put that little like not avatar, what do you call it, familiar out and shoot spell? Or is that only magic missiles that you can shoot? Range missiles from Maddie? I can't remember, but I just remember that was a cool thing that Dark Elves had. But just when you see these really low ranges, you go, ooh. Because, like this is like your, that the kill the magic item spell that you love in high magic, and then you never see it much because it's so close.
The Fools I'm making or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can cast an spell from it. Yeah, so you place a marker within 12 inches of the owner, and everything's measured from there. And line of sight's measured from the marker too. Yeah, so and it's a 10-point item that's also extremely common.
Yeah. So it helps those things. That's interesting. That's a cool Cathay nerf as well. I don't know. What do you reckon's better there, Bliss? Weapon skill, Bliss? I guess it depends what depends what you're doing. Because certainly in old world, being able to hit people on 2s, weapon skill 1 is an awesome hex.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you forget about that. The 2s to hit, it's massive.
It is.
I think Black Horror just got. I didn't even get adjusted. I think it's just been, just what's the word? Streamlined with the other
how
template spells. How templates work.
Yeah.
And then the Power of Darkness. I think this is a whole new spell. It's just added in as an option of a SIG, which I think is more thematic with the Dark Elves because it's all about casting, really. So Power of Darkness, casting those 7 up, range self, remains in play. While the spell's in play, they cast against +1 modifiers to their casting rolls. I mean, the thing is, though, it's a signature. So I don't know if you're going to see this very much when you have Cursing Word to pick. Maybe even Black Horror. Oh, maybe it depends what you want to run. Maybe on a level 4 you might pick this. Because then you're going to get more benefit from it. Whereas a level 1, level 2, you're probably not.
Yeah. If it bubbled or something, it allowed you to play a little bit of a, what's it called? Not a conglomerate, like a conclave with wizards where one of them could bubble this out or something, and then the others get the +1. That'd be pretty cool. Power of Darkness. And is that some of these hanging around from the old Dark Magic days or something? I can't remember. I like it. It does. Your point though, Josh, about that that special rule maybe would have been still thematic if it was casting. Yeah. Anyway, I can see the difference in fluffs. Okay, so let's go through some changes here. So the Dark Elf Sorcerers.
Let's see the actual units.
To a 155.
Let's get into the
80
meat. Yeah, they got pushed up by 5 points.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
So it essentially he pushed up to the high elf mage costs.
Yep.
Which I think is partly because they got that slight buff with the spell rolls and that type of thing. I think
makes sense.
I think that's the thing. You've got to be careful not to just push out all these buffs. So I was glad to see that he looked at the high elf cost and was like, "Oh, okay, you've got to
aligned it,
align it."
And then we get the Death Hags. They get So what's he saying here with the yellow again? Sorry, I miss.
So the yellow is he hasn't edited
it.
It's flagged to something that is up for review.
Okay, right.
So all he's saying is Gifts of Cain are here. I'm not sure about them. Do people have any suggestions about how I might change these? Right. So they haven't actually been altered. And I think it's partly because, especially the Witch Brew, which is they become immune to losing Frenzy. It was a really good rule when Frenzy was
good,
actually good, and not just a liability on balance. But now it's sort of Although I must admit, who knows? Maybe in the FAQ coming up, they will give Frenzy back to us.
I'll just reset that and poison. Hey, I think you've done enough now.
Yeah,
just reset it to what they were. Actually reduce the text. Yeah. They do have Warband here though. That's a new little change. I assume that's in line with some changes coming up, is it?
Witch Elves got that. So that's just to keep them in line.
In line. Yeah, that makes sense. Canine Assassins get poison attacks. Makes total sense.
Fair enough.
I would assume they already had it, but
I would have thought, considering they can get forbidden poisons, they would have had poison attacks baseline. But no,
this is good. I mean, Val's reading up on these things, isn't he? I wonder if he's using AI to do it, to a minimum of 1. It's probably everywhere that leadership's been debuffed, it probably has this rule, and it never did here. I don't know what happens if you get leadership 0, nothing. But not that you die, but
no.
I
know you can't. If it's 1 or 0, you're not fasting that break check, or leadership check. It technically
doesn't really matter.
Your screen's gonna hurt. Yep.
That says the unit dies. Maybe it is right. Maybe you are right. Maybe the unit does die.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does it? Yeah. Like I know there was a thing around. Is it any characteristic hit 0? No, that's just I don't know. Isn't it just wounds? I don't know. Anyway, Dark Peg 35. What was blue again? That's just what it was. That's the original.
So that's the original Renegades, which is to add in
Renegades.
Add in the Dark Pegasus as an option as a mount for the Dreadlord, which
makes total sense.
Yeah,
nice.
Makes total sense. Like it was like, why on earth wasn't it there? And then we get to another exciting, fairly big changes. And a reason why suddenly I'm like, oh, maybe I will.
I don't know, guys. I read
cold
this.
Ones get countercharge. Ooh. Yeah.
Like I read it on the unit and I just went, I don't know. My view of it, it's cool and they probably need it, but I just went, does it make sense? Aren't they like slow and cold? Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I guess lizards are fast, but
yeah,
do you know what I mean? It just feels like they're not usually the most responsive type of unit, if you know what I mean, in terms of fast and quick and agile, and then suddenly they've got countercharge, which I just thought, I don't know.
It might just be aligning them as well to, you know, some of the other cav options that you can get. Like obviously high elves, because it's only a dark steed and a cold one, isn't it? They don't have any other. That's their heavy cav option.
That's the heavy cav. That's right.
But they're tough for heavy cav too. Well, they're pretty good, I would imagine.
Yeah.
From a balance perspective, I got no issue with it. I just thought it was just funny. I didn't envision the cold ones as being like this. Oh, we're gonna, you know.
Yeah.
I think for them to be functional, like heavy cavalry, like hammer, it's really, unfortunately, it's a really cool rule. They've got to have to be takeable. You know, without that special rule. I mean, I know what you mean in terms of the fluff to it from that pure perspective. And given they've got stupidity now, I was just double checking. I think because stupidity, if they fail the test, they succumb to stupidity until its next start of turn sub phase. So if they fail the stupidity test, they can't move except to flee until the next turn.
And that's which means a charge reaction, which means you can't do a counter charge because
you can't do a counter charge if you fail the stupidity test, which I think is actually a really important distinction. Because I think if the stupidity rule didn't have that specification that you couldn't move until the start of your next turn, and it wasn't just the end of your turn, which meant they they could have counter charged even though they were stupid. I think that would have been a real problem. But I think the way that stupidity rules designed means I think the counter charge works functionally.
Yeah. And the other thing to think about, like narratively, I just sort of go back and disagree with myself. Like counter charge doesn't actually have to be I'm standing still and then you charge me so then I start running. Like in reality, they're already moving across the board and you're moving and then suddenly they just, do you know what I mean? Like it's not really like they've stopped and then they go forward.
Yeah.
They're actually speeding up as they see you coming. So like in that regard,
it's such a core rule for heavy cavalry, Gommo, that I feel like any heavy cavalry that lacks that rule, like they just struggle.
It's just worthless.
To be competitive. To the point that it should just be in the rulebook, heavy cavalry just have counter charge, I would argue.
Yeah.
It's so funny because they added these cool unit types and all this sort of stuff in around like open order, all that. And then they went crazy with the special rules, all different. If they went back to the idea of just going, these type of units have these rules,
just to
simplify
base
the whole game, and it'd still be cool. You've got enough variability.
I mean, but you do have that though. You do have units that have, they all have this special rule, or they all have that, or like heavy infantry have four wide ranks, that kind of stuff. Like they've got stuff already.
Well, they do, but that's not actually even a rule.
With the chariots, it's a rule.
Well, no, but it's not a special rule, like
no, it's in a table,
you got to go
then.
But like chariots have got like the different lumbering stuff and the scythe,
which again
they've got 3 or 4 different special rules. What? Yeah, no, but like in their category, they've got the rules for hitting terrain and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, so hopefully they just extend that simplify. But anyway, it's just bizarre people. Anyway, cool. Repeat at Dark Elf City Guard, we get points drop or increase for repeated crossbows.
Drop.
10 Drop.
One
Yeah, okay,
1 point
cool.
less.
Good. And
10.
unit size went from
I don't
10
know what
to
the
5?
cost of the high elf archers, but I would imagine that's to bring them into line with them. I don't really
I would
know.
think they're 11. I believe.
They're 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
The 5+ is definitely a high elf thing because he just changed quite a few of these units down to 5 because that's
you could do it in
the high elf list.
Mm.
Oh, totally. No, I think that's fair enough.
Have to make me get my help.
Now I'm intrigued. Yeah, now I'm intrigued with the high elf archer.
If I want to put my book, that should be my job. I'll be back.
I'm gonna find it before you find it.
Josh is our rules.
I'm gonna get it.
Oh, you'll probably find it before I find it. There's crap everywhere over here. Oh no.
High elves.
They're
They're 10 points. The
Snorlax
archers are
says he has-
10 points.
Oh, there you
the
go,
high elf
same.
archers are 10. So he has which I don't see a reason why they'd be more.
So they have a light armor option for 1 point.
Here we go. This is interesting.
They've already got it baked in. What did you say?
No, they've got baked in light armor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, high
And
elves do.
shields.
No,
No,
what
dark
else?
elves.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's what I'm saying to the high elves.
No, high elves don't. No, they do not. They've got hand weapons and longbows. And what options have they got?
So the Dark Elf City Guard have a 4-up save in combat with these dudes. Oh, that's not the crossbowers, sorry. They don't have shields. It's just Dark Elf Warriors. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing.
Yeah. No, so this is really interesting actually. Like cuz they're getting they drop by 1 point, but they've got light armor included in their 10 points.
Mm.
And they have an option to have I'm talking about dark elves now, and they have the option to take a shield for 1 point.
For 1 point.
So they go to 11 points. They go to 11 points, but have a 4-up save in combat, which is actually really good.
Yeah.
A little bit,
good.
good. A little bit too good.
Little
A little bit too good. Because the high elves, the longbows, they just got longbows, and they don't even have an option to. Oh, they can take light armor for 1 point.
That's what I was saying. So you add light armor in, it's 11 points.
But they don't even have a exactly. So they don't even have a shield option anyway.
Well, that was already in there. Like Val hasn't added that, has he? He's just dropped the points there. Yeah, interesting.
I guess the question is the repeater crossbows nicer or worse than the longbows?
I reckon
that's also another question. They're better.
Yeah,
because you do
so
multi-shot, but then you don't get any benefit to that. You can't do volley fire.
You do get the punch though.
Range.
I don't know. You got less range, but does that? How many times are you not in range? 24 inches versus 30. I don't know. It's 30.
If you're
I'm
not
assuming.
sitting back, I reckon they're better because, like, if you want to move up and you can get access to a 4-up save, that'd be a sweet little flanking unit. You know.
Yeah, it's funny. BS is still like little units of 10. I don't know. They probably don't do a heap of damage, but they. I don't know. Crossbows just can do more than a bow. That's all. If you I don't know. Interesting. It's just crazy. These elves get like you can have two 50-point magic item banners on these per game and stuff. It's crazy. Don't get any of that with some of my armies. Anyway, Black Ark Corsairs. Okay, these had some changes. It went down to 5-up. The unit size, which again, you're saying that's just sort of in line.
So that's across the board. I think almost all these units will have that drop. So it's in line. Points stay the same. Now, what has happened here? It's really just the addition of options.
Right.
So all those 4
before.
lines have been added. Everything past the banner wasn't there. So Reaver can purchase a magic item of 25 points, and then 0 to 1 unit per 1,000. Can have the veteran special rule for 1 point, or have the ambushes special, have the ambush special rule for 1 point. It gives some identity to the Corsairs. I think the fluff. This is a vibe thing with the champ having the magic item. The fluff there is the whole idea is they're sort of piratey Corsairs. They're plundering things, and so the champ has probably found some magic item or planted it from somewhere. And that's why they got ambushes as well. And I think. Giving ambushes. Oh, sorry, I didn't even get to that bit. Yeah, Vanguard as well.
Ooh,
That's
There you
cool,
go.
especially on an ambushing. Yeah, like
which-
not a sorry. Oh, sorry, it's
Well,
not scout.
you
Sorry.
wouldn't be able to
It's
use
just-
it on an
yeah.
ambusher, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no, it's just-
you're right. If they were scouts, it'd be better. But no, it's so either you would either use Vanguard or if you're ambushing, you don't get it, obviously. But either way, it gives them some identity, especially with the repeater hand bows that are quite short
Yeah,
range.
Yeah.
If they're sort of become a proper harrying unit.
That is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's actually it's just nice little subtle changes.
Yeah. So, and what is just remind me, the Sea Guard Dragon Cloak? Is that mostly against shooting or something? Or was that?
Yeah, I think
Going back
it's
to my 8 days there. Remember what it was? But,
it's
sorry, I'm
plus
hopeless
one.
with Dark
It's against non-magical shooting.
Non-magical shooting.
Yeah,
Okay.
plus
Yeah,
one
yeah.
in this game.
Yeah, you gotta love.
So they'd
Warhammer.
get a
So
4
many
up
fucking
against
rules.
shooting and a 4 up in combat, possibly. That is pretty good.
Really? Do they have?
Huh?
They don't have shield.
There's no
Oh, they don't have
shields.
shields.
Nah, they're a bit lighter.
Oh,
I don't know what they'll really
that-
do.
So
I think
just
they're a
got light
harassing
armor.
unit. Go for the baggage. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, I
not
thought they had a
sure,
shield.
but-
but still,
Yeah.
yeah.
Again, I don't know enough about, go through all the magic items and stuff like, what cool little things you get for 25 points that, you can out deploy maybe that you couldn't before. I don't know. It's interesting. And then, the Blackguard. So these got a bit of a change. So they went to heavy infantry. Which is
Yeah, they
cool.
were regular infantry. And 5 up now rather than 10 up.
Which is
Which
weird
is-
for
yeah.
full plate if they were just regular.
Yeah. Especially
Oh,
'cause,
yeah, it says it makes sense then. Yeah, that it's heavy. Yeah, I agree. Full plate's pretty heavy.
Yep.
And they've been given murderous, which they're
Nice.
one of the elite dark elf
Hmm.
units. Like, why wouldn't they have murderous? It seems ridiculous, actually. Now looking back, like, what the hell?
So Phoenix Guard are heavy. So yeah, probably that'd be a similar.
Yeah,
comparison.
I think he may have been looking at Phoenix Guard when he was looking at this, because he's adjusted the weapon as well, the halberd, because he's added an extra pip of AP because its base is +1 strength, -1 AP, armor bane, fight extra rank, requires 2 hands, and he's added an extra rule of AP goes to 2 against enemy models the wielder has charged.
Ooh.
Yep.
So if you're charging, you get extra AP basically, which is probably not going to come in useful that often for a block of infantry, but it's a nice rule.
They get the 100-point magic banner too. Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, this thing, I'm yet to see some of these special infantry mods. Like, so they look cool, and then you never see them. But I guess we'll see. Adding more on, not changing the points. I mean, that's good. Instantly getting more output damage straight away for your 15 points. If it's worth it, I don't know. But the executioners now. Did these guys come down then? I feel like they wouldn't have been above that, would they?
No, yeah, they've come down by 2 points.
Ooh, they've got the Wood Elf treatment.
It's
okay, cool.
Big drop.
Yeah.
It's 15.
And then they've been given the option to take drilled for a point, and then obviously went down, like you said, to the 5 points. And then the Drake Master went to 50 points.
Well, they had the option for drilled at 2 points per model.
Oh.
So that's gone
Okay,
down
so
to
that's
1
come
point
down
per
too.
model. So these are big.
So
point
they've come
drops.
down 1 point. They've come down 1 point from they would have, but get drilled.
Yeah.
Or they've come down whatever. I'm not
So
doing the maths.
essentially
if you
gone
take
3
drilled.
points less if you take
Yeah.
drilled, 17 to
Right.
the 14, and the AP's gone up by 1 point as well. So on the great sword. Well, I mean, to be honest, that makes sense. I guess that's a great sword. Still has cleaving blow,
Yeah.
I guess, but yeah, it has a base of AP 2.
That is pretty good with
Oh.
murderers.
So how does that look with sword masters?
These guys don't
14
have
points.
murderous, though, Andrew. I
Do
don't
they have
think.
drilled base?
Isn't it murderous down the bottom in the special rule?
Oh, they
Yeah,
already
they've
had
got
it. Sorry,
murderers.
I was looking for the purple.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so Swordmasters come in at 14 points, but they got a pip of weapon skill, so they're 6th, and their initiative is also 6.
Yeah, right. Do
Leadership
they have
8.
drill? Is drilled an option for them, or is it a core rule for sword masters?
Yeah, 1 point. as well.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So they're 1 point more, but they've got a little bit of better characteristics, just weapons.
Yeah, and the special rules are sort of like, I suppose a little bit different here and there.
What's the Swordsmaster's actual output in terms of the damage?
The weapon.
Yeah.
Where are we here? It is +2, -2. Magic attacks requires 2 hands.
Okay,
But they're also
like
magic
Cleaver
resistance 1. And they've got some other stuff as well. So they're probably
just some other stuff. Too many things to list.
Oh no, they're just like normal high elf stuff, and No, it's pretty good. Like have magic resistance.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that felt like a big drop in points, but looking at the context of what you're telling me about the Swordmasters, this is actually putting them in line.
I reckon they're pretty similar. Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
It's pretty cool.
Because weapon skill 6 is pretty good.
Oh,
it
is. Yeah.
It's
getting into that.
Most elite infantry only 5, aren't they? So
yeah.
Yeah, not many things are hitting on 4s.
4s, yeah. It's just a defensive thing straight out. Yeah. Dark Elves, Shades. Josh down. I'm assuming. Are they? Did they get up?
They must have been put up because again, I'm looking at the original doc. It says 15 on my document, so I think it might have been adjusted up, and then it's just simply reverted that change. I should really get the current legacy one.
You know us.
No, I'm doing it. No, it was 15 there too. Okay, no, I don't know what, but I don't know why. All right, guys, I'm lost.
It's the illusion that you're getting a good value. Oh, it's purple. Must be good.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. But they got light armor added.
Yeah. And then you're getting a bunch of other special rules added on.
Yeah, so they added... Oh, wait, hold on. So what's going on here? So... Veteran's been moved into... So Veteran was an option at +1 point per model. That got moved into special rules. Fire and Flee also got put in. And Fame Flight is now an option for 1 point per model.
So these guys probably...
I think that's fair.
Probably equate over to the Shadow Warriors compared to the Sisters. Because they don't have the Ignore cover. Which obviously is the big boon for the Sisters.
Yeah, that makes them really well. I mean, their role isn't the Sisters' role. It is more the Shadow Warriors' role, really.
Yeah.
Which is just to be shit.
Well, maybe, but
but you know, they're filling that role better than they were.
They're being less shit before they die.
They take an extra turn.
They're now at the game's level of shitness rather than the legacy level of shitness for that particular unit, which was the goal for this whole thing.
Yeah. Cool.
The rest of it's up to GW to solve.
Then we get on to Witch Elves. They get added.
Witch Elves.
Strike first.
Nice.
And Warband.
This is the other, like, for me, Countercharge on the Cold One Knights and Strike first on the Witch Elves. These are the two.
That is good.
Just beautiful changes that really bring them both into back into the game. Interestingly, he has actually split out Sister Slaughters and Witch Elves because they were under a Daughters of Cain unit type.
I was wondering, were they
all
not
on
there
one page?
Yeah, okay, that's right. Cool.
And so they all sort of had all their special rules all mixed in together in actually kind of a confusing way because they're actually quite two distinct units.
Josh,
and that also opens up the ability to repeat them a bit more in some of those comp packs that limit, special to 3 or whatever. Now you can take 3 Witch Elves and 3 of these if you wanted, whereas before you would have been stuck.
Can you sorry, what's the law between the two? So they both follow Cain, obviously.
Well, not necessarily. That's a weird thing. So the Witch Elves do. The Sisters of Slaughter are more like these gladiatorial girls that were fighting in arenas and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't think they were necessarily. That's the thing. Like, yeah, they're actually quite distinct in terms of their fluff. I think the Sisters of Slaughter actually aren't really well. Like, I actually don't know that much about them either. I've not seen them on the board very much. Like, they've never been a very popular unit. They came out in 8th.
Models look cool.
But that's the thing. Like, they are the Witch Elves are the you know the I think they're friends. Are the Sister Slaughters even frenzied? No, they're not. They're not. They don't even have a frenzy rule. So the Witch Elves are frenzied, and they've got all the Cane stuff.
Yeah.
Sister Slaughter just have got Impetuous, Loner, Open Order. They've got more sort of gladiatorial rules. So the Sister Slaughter are untakeable in Legacy because they're 17 points each.
Oof. Weapon skill 5 or something?
Weapon skill 5. Yeah. 2 attacks base, which is really nice. Like, they're sort of weirdly in a weird position, similar to the War Dancers a bit, very expensive.
Of those. Yeah. So random units that are just too expensive.
Yeah, so there are weapon skill 5 originally, so I think he's pushed over to 6, which is fair. But a lot of this is up to debate, the changes. Like, this is still in draft. That's why it's all yellow.
Yeah, it's all in yellow.
He's put in some red changes about what he's thinking. Yeah. Giving them skirmishes, nice, as an option.
I mean, do you see them, if they stayed like this, game breaking? I don't know.
No.
Not really.
No, you see them as a harrying unit.
Yeah.
They're still not high strength. They've got a fair bit of damage output, but they're so fragile.
Yeah.
And they don't have much penetration with their attacks either. So we'll see.
And armament. Yeah.
Like,
magic missiles would just annihilate them.
Yeah,
although
just
Lashing Buckler counts as hand weapon and shield. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you get parry.
You get a 5-up save.
Do you get a 5-up save?
Oh, do you? Is that how it works?
Oh, yeah, sorry. No, so Lashing Buckler is improved harm by 1. And then, oh, wait. Do you get parry on top of that? Isn't that the parry save?
As I'm saying, hand weapon and shield goes from 6 to a 5-up, doesn't it?
Oh, sorry, I was reading the other doc. Yeah, that's the same. So the Legacy pack says a model equipped with a Lashing Buckler improves its armor value by 1, which is essentially mechanically the same
no need
as
to do
what's
that.
on
Yeah,
the doc.
because you got this. Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
you would have had to take that out, otherwise it would have gone up again.
No, that is a buff though, because that rule just says you get an improved armor value by 1. Having counted as a hand weapon shield means, it's a 5-up, as you were saying. Yeah, because the shield is 1 and then the parry is 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's better by 1 because on the other one, the buckler doesn't even count as anything. It's a buckler.
Oh, but isn't it?
Not a shield.
It wasn't even. Oh,
you know
it wasn't even a shield. Oh, sorry. I
just,
thought it was a shield.
Lashing Buckler is the weapon, and there's no shield in there, so
gotcha.
the buckler doesn't give you anything. So it's just really just the special rule. Yeah. So that is But again, I'm not sure that's enough. Like I really. He's trying to bring these girls up, but I think the structure of the game.
Yeah, and like this
-1
to rank bonus. I feel like buffs to rank bonus are worth more than debuffs because debuffs are just so hard to get them. And by the time, I feel like the unit that you're putting this against to debuff its ranks is going to have way more than the minus one's going to do anyway on it. If you just kill one more of these guys, and it doesn't matter.
So the original rule was if this unit makes a successful charge, the charge target suffers a -1 modifier to its maximum rank bonus until the end of the combat phase of that turn. So the rule in essence is very similar. He's just taken away the charge requirement and added a 6-up ward save.
Yeah. I think they need a 5-up.
He's trying to fish for stuff to make this unit viable.
And this is the problem. You get these units that are just there. The models are cool. You want to use them, and you just, well, what am I doing with them? Yeah. And again, on his defense, 2 bows, like there's only one version of these out there, and that's he did look at WAP and stuff as well, and I don't know, looked at 9th age, but I guess you got some other ideas. But in terms of virtual products, there's only 8th edition. So. Cool. Let's get to your favorite then, because we are moving along here. Cold One.
Oh yeah, shit! It's over an hour. Oh my god! We've got
to get to our announcement.
Oh my god. Oh man. Okay, we should really go blast through these. Yeah, Cold War Knights get counter charge. Huzzah. They also get veteran for +2, which points per model, which
does that get them into expensive territory? But at the same time, how cool is it to have that on?
Because then they're 33 points each, but it lets you re-roll the security, So yeah, no, I think that's well costed.
Yeah. Agreed.
It gives you that option. I don't think it's auto take necessarily. Although I think
is this one of the units though that you throw your magic item? What's it called? The anti-fly banners, the anti-fly device on as well, and stuff like that. Because you got leadership 9, re-rollable, stuff like that. I mean, there's a bunch of other veterans there too, to be honest, in some of the other ones. But yeah.
You need to buy the full plate as well, obviously. So they will go to like 37 points per model.
Yeah, it gets pricey
put
for
the full plate. That's a ground light cost. Oh.
Yeah.
Was it?
Doomfire Warlocks. Let's quickly go into them. We're going to push us along. The Curse Oven. So this was there, but it's just changed.
All it's changed is to make it streamline with the Sisters of the Thorn.
Sisters. So basically,
the way they
random.
work. Yeah, it's brought them because the Sisters were originally the same as the Doomfire Warlocks until they get FAQ'd. So this is to make them also random. Okay.
And the same with the Dark Runes 4-up save. Like what happened there? Because they always had a 4-up save, didn't they? 4-up ward. Sorry,
they had a 5-up save.
Oh, okay.
Against non-magical attacks. So it was a 5-up against non-magical. So it's now just that's a big buff. 4-up.
It's a big buff, but then they're also a lot more use. Wow, I shouldn't say they're useless because these guys.
Yeah, that random thing just hurts.
But can't you drop to the SIG? Yeah. You can drop to the SIG.
You can drop to the SIG.
Demonology,
and you've got easy access to magic missiles.
Oh,
so as the comments
doesn't fucking really matter. And you got your favorite spell, Andrew.
Yeah.
So
no, that is good. But did the bonuses you can't get +3 anymore? So what is it?
Probably not.
To level 2.
It's still similar.
I thought you could
drop the unit strength. So originally it was +2 if you have unit strength of 10 or more and a master, and it's now dropped to what? Unit strength of 5 or more to get power level 2.
But was there another thing that you go to +3?
No.
All right.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Must be in my head.
Oh god, these are going to get too confusing. What happened with all these? This is the base changes. These are these ones to make them fit in or not. So you can do what you want with them, just because the whole.
Oh yeah, he's added the large base. Yeah, the 75 by 100.
And then Blood Shield of Cain, joined by that's new. Okay, 5-up wards save against any wounds suffered.
Yeah, so that's
awesome.
So in the Blessings of Cain, there were 3 blessings. One of them was the Blood Shield. So he's pulled it out. It was the effect of the bound spell. One that you could pick one of those 3 effects. The Fury of Cain or the Strength of Cain down the bottom. And it was also Blood Shield. So he's pulled it out and just have that as a base effect.
Yeah. I mean, this is cool. It was such an iconic 8th ed unit, and I know it sucked sometimes to fight against it. The Cauldron of Blood with the friggin' 40 witches and what's the name, Hellebrand, and fucking I don't know what the hell was in there. but still, it looks cool on a board. So if people start running them, I'm all for it. And then
it's a little thing of. You've added in terms of the command range of 1 or more Cauldrons of Blood gains from the following. So as long as you're within command range of a Cauldron of Blood and the spell goes off, you've got multiple Cauldrons of Blood on the table. I don't know how many. You're gonna running a Cauldron of Blood meter soon, will we?
Yeah,
three Cauldrons on the board. Everyone's getting plus Fury of Cain off extra attacks and it's stacking across the board.
It does stack. It doesn't say it doesn't. Extra attacks would be one that does stack, correct?
Yeah, because it was Furious Charge, and now it's been changed to extra attacks.
Yes, you could stack it.
Yeah, that would be stackable. That would be pretty nuts.
Yeah.
And you just it's gotta be Witch Elves. cool. Oh, hopefully that's enough. I want to see if some people try to bring him back out. No change here. Blood Rack Shrine. So I'm assuming this has been pulled out of the other one then, like before.
Yeah, Blood Rack Shrine is the one that just has never had a good, like even in 8th ed, it was never it never had a position. It was never a well designed unit. Model looks cool.
Yeah.
It was 175 points, so he's trying to drop it. 35 points less. And yeah, he's taken out the Frenzy, the Dragged Along.
Interesting, it's not dragged on, so it's just this thing that just hoons around by itself now, does it?
Yeah.
Movement 7.
Because it's got this weird sort of 18-inch range shooting attack thing, which when it was frenzied meant that it often couldn't use it. Because if it got in range or something, it'd just charge it anyway.
Yeah.
That's so good.
I'm assuming that's the same petrifying gaze from the Medusa, right? Is that what it is?
I think so. Yeah.
Could you?
I think it's
can you take the Medusa by itself, like you could in 8?
Yeah. So the Medusa is down here, in a couple of pages.
Yeah, let's just skip.
We might as well just keep going through because I think we're near the end now.
Yeah.
Oh, War Hydra.
War Hydra.
There was some changes on this one. Came down. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was 200 points.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this is quite a significant buff. 155.
Love it.
Armor value up by pip to 4+.
Yeah.
The stomp attacks is extra +1 on it rather than D3 only. And how is this working with the heads? So is this all added? If one head is 7, another takes its place. In your command sub page, roll a d6 for each wound the War Hydra has lost.
I don't
on each roll of a 4
rule.
up.
It means you really want to just keep killing it, don't you? Otherwise, the longer it hangs around, the more chance it has. Yeah. It's only got 5 wounds and toughness 5, so it's not like you're not talking about a dragon thing doing that. So I don't think it's crazy.
No, but yeah, it could quite.
It's pretty cheap, but 155. That is reasonably cheap.
How does that really?
And then
sort of like a regen,
Yeah.
Maybe you bump that to 5 up at some point, but yeah, I don't know. Don't mind.
Because the thing is, it's interesting because it's only got 2 attacks base, and then it gets extra attacks based on how many wounds remaining as well. So yeah, if you do start to drop its wounds, its output can go down quite significantly as well.
I like the idea, like sort of get in combat with lots of things. Just try to take, like, it's like a time based.
But I fear that regen thing, its points value may be a little bit, maybe it could be a little bit higher. Like that's a very potent regen effect.
Yeah.
Very potent.
It just says 4 up too. If that was a normal sort of regen roll, like 5 up, I'd be like,
yeah. If it was a 5 up, that'd be okay as well. But a 4 up, and at each of your turns, it's got a regen.
You got a 4 up, 5 up, and then this other weird roll that
you're on 1 wound left. You roll 4 dice. You could easily spike all 4. And it's back to 5 wounds.
Now the thing is, like, if it charges you, you let it charge you, and then it doesn't get any of these rolls for 2 combat phases, I guess. But yeah, so you've got
Oh, true.
No, that is actually a really good point. Because it isn't every turn. It's only your command phase, which is after your combat phase, which means there's 2 combat phases. He's thought, okay.
Blood Rack Medusa, that's what you're talking about. I'm assuming it came down, and now is that chase? So it wasn't. Oh no, it's still. Hang on, it was frenzied.
It was frenzied. No. Yeah, it was frenzied. Okay. Yes, it was.
Okay,
so it was just charged things. No, it's just impetuous.
Now it's only leadership 7, and is it? No, okay, so it can take the general's leadership. Oh, hang on, no, impetuous. What's the fucking rule with that again? Hang on, now I'm confused. Impetuous, you can't use.
Yeah, you can.
What am I thinking about impetuous with orcs? What's that one? Doesn't matter.
Like Loner, maybe, or I don't know. Yeah, there is. I think there is a rule that you can't use general's leadership.
Is it like warband or something like that? Those type of things.
Levy's was, but yeah. Anyway,
keep going.
Yeah.
Charybdis.
Cool. Let's crack
the other one we don't
through.
see.
We're almost finished. Yeah, that was 195 points. So he's really going for some Hail Marys with some point reductions on these things.
That is so cheap.
Bring him in.
That is so cheap.
Increase the
I don't know. What do you
Initiative
guys
by
think?
4.
Behemoth at toughness 5 and 5 wounds with no ward. What does no ward, does it? I think let's bring that. I don't mind those monsters being on the board. You know?
Yeah.
It's the
I
triple
agree.
save.
But he does need to
6
make sure
ones that
he's
shit
bringing
up
them up in line with the other monsters, though. You don't want to be overly buffing them. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, all he's done is
that's
he's
it.
dropped it by 60 points, added armor value pip. And is that it? I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
And we're done.
Okay.
That took a long one, I
very
thought.
interesting. It's so funny. Sorry, guys, we went on for a bit there, but it's probably it's probably one of the legacy ones that I was least sort of. I don't know. I'm very interested to see what he does with things like Skaven and stuff, and even vampires, just because of the both ways. Whereas Dark Elves, I was like, I don't know.
They're not the worst place.
Dark Elves, Dark Elves went in a bad place, but they had no internal balance in their book whatsoever. So everything that he's touched has been stuff that we haven't seen on the board since the old world came out. So in terms of changes, so it'll be great to see. And suddenly I'm feeling very keen to run some Cold One Knights and some Witch Elves and some Repeated Crossbowmen.
And I'm assuming the
Blight
rats are out
Harvest.
tomorrow or whenever it is. So we'll probably
in about 2 or 3 hours, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It always seems to happen with us guys.
Yeah. Awesome. Hey, I'm going to get to the shout outs, but we also need to shout out. Do you want to jump to our news or should because we said we promised that earlier, or do we do our Patreon shout out because we went long there?
Ooh.
Do the shout outs and then do the news.
Ooh.
And then we'll do questions after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I'll just do the quick shout outs because the guys have been waiting for their names to be read out, I assume. So big thank you to our patrons who keep us turning up. And we have to really read out this first one because we read it out last week, but good old Danny. It's Snake Eyes is the best event. You should all attend. So thank you guys. Zeffel, Sausage Roll. Oh, hang on. I've got the free ones up there. You don't get it. Sausage roll doesn't get a roll.
Take that back.
Pay,
Cut that out.
Sexy Dan of yours, Mark Hewitt, Shibisbus, Ambler Doom, Western Sydney Wargamers, Feud Owner, Vinny, Cathay Balloon, Man 115, King Passion the Mustache Rash, Tom Pickard, Not Matt, Just Tours, Adam Lamb, The Orange Juicer, Empire Arcane Journal Review, Firebird 7137, Peter Holman, Mark Langley, Matt Hitton, The Old Warrior, Silver Dave, Spread Sanity, Mark, Nick, Grand Vanderbolsch, Chris Bowler, Druncomer, Nate, Ben, Cam, The Dentist, James McKellen, Liam Fallon, Jay McBride, Flatworld's Edge, Sexy Jelly, Herod of the Old World, Kill Herd,
Sexy
Tommy Dogs,
Jelly.
Matthew Klein, Perfidy, Griff, Jess Tours, Wood Duck, Josh Griffiths, Nananoum, Daniel Broadstock, Elliot Mitchum, Gilthos, Draconos. We've got Diesel, Denny Gamer, Robert Z, Mike Litz, Fuzzy Mitts. Cool. OG.
I don't get it.
I don't know. But the other one, OG Curler.
What's he getting?
I don't know. Bobby of the Gherkins again. I think that's what it says. Gumwitch, the best 15-minute battle reports on Zen Fox Games, and then Todd Lloyd. I love how people are starting to advertise on it. Very interesting. Get your money's worth. We'll do.
Its own little.
I guess we'll do questions
Economy.
in a minute, but we are going to. Maybe I'll share a screen for the announcement. Do you want me to share a brief screen of what's definitely coming?
Yep.
It's pretty big news. I reckon.
We're an hour and 18 minutes in, so everyone's. Dave, how's it? You can finally stop listening to us drone on about Dark Elves.
Yeah, I know.
Because the announcement's coming out. Not that it was relevant to you or me.
It's some pretty big news here, people. If you can see my screen up there, what is that?
What's that?
Ooh.
What is that? Talking about Josh running tournaments. Do you want me to zoom in here more?
Yeah, zoom right in. Zoom right in that bad boy. Oh, there's
Look
a
at
Kamala
this.
mug. What's that?
We are announcing Whole World Fanatics in conjunction with Legions on the 22nd and 23rd of August is Castle Assault 2026. So you heard it here first. Registration's going to open up in a second when I open it up. Players Pack is not finalised, is coming, but we wanted to get the date on the calendar and people able to register as well. So yeah, you'll get a Players Pack hopefully in the next week. But yes, Castle Assault is live. And it is happening, and it is being run by the Old World Fanatics crew. Andrew, myself, Josh will be running it virtually from Malaysia, unfortunately. But Cam, obviously, Cam the dentist, will be stepping in as he usually does to help us
you guys
as well.
Can play. I'll just run the
from
Malaysia.
a couple of time zones.
Have some roadies in Malaysia.
You probably do that. That'll work. Yeah. Anyway, that's our big. Yeah, that is the announcement. So we do have Castle Sol on the calendar. Hopefully the venue will technically be open. It was supposed to be open in March, and it's not yet, but we're assuming it will. And yes, it will have, as far at this point, let me bring that back up.
Oh, sorry.
Will CA have Mordheim, Warmaster, etc. like last year, strictly a tow event? So I haven't heard it's not having Mordheim, Warmaster. I believe the guys are still getting the TOs sorted for those ones. So the plan is yes.
I'm pretty sure
tow,
Alex intends
Warmaster
to run.
Yeah, I would imagine he would.
He already
loves it.
mentioned to me. So
I think the only one that I would imagine is up for question mark from last year would be Ninth Age, because they had a little crew there last year, but I don't know what's happening.
Oh, true. Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah. But Old World starts with 50 tickets.
People still play Ninth Age?
I don't know. Not sure.
Well, there is.
Yeah, we got 50 tickets for Old World, and we'll expand as depending on how Mordheim and Warmaster fill up, stuff like that. So, yeah.
I think shout out to, I think the Behemoth boys are actually doing one as well, and they moved theirs by a few weeks, I believe, because they got is that their team's event? I think they were looking at a week later.
Was it the third doubles one?
Doubles, was it? Maybe. Yeah, and I think they've moved it a few weeks past now. So.
We have a question. What state is this in? I think you should maybe clarify where Castle Assault goes.
Yeah, for the people listening who don't know Australia, Castle Assault is run in Newcastle, Australia, not Newcastle, the UK. A little bit north of Sydney, and is been known for its, I think I wrote in the description, premier event, but also probably one of the most loosest events on the calendar. So
most debaucherous.
Yes. So that little mug up there is the Gommo mug, which is the cup of awesome, what is it? Mighty Castle Assault mug of mighty awesomeness. And the winner of last year's event gets to drink from that for free all day game, day one. And then the winner of day one gets that for day two. It's never been washed in about 10 years, I think. And so it's just been sitting there amongst all the renovations, ready for whoever. And I guess Jamie's up.
Just a little bit of asbestos in it. Don't worry about that.
Is it Jamie? Hang on, who won?
Who won last?
I thought it was Jamie.
No, I'm getting confused with fucking Masters. No, it was. I can't remember. Bloody hell. Was it Jamie? I don't know. I'm bad. I cannot remember.
Yeah.
Someone will tell. ASB will know. Probably could go to our website.
Look up this beautiful website that I've now pulled up. Akhtar won it. Travis
did he?
Second. Yeah.
He's getting smashed. Okay, there you
go. He went 5-0.
Oh, and that was like his first Old World game almost, wasn't it? Rocked up. He played like two.
Akhtar doesn't drink, I don't think, so you can't even get him pissed on the first day.
Okay, so who's second? Because he'll have the cup.
Travis Cram.
Oh, yes, Trav. That's right. You played him. That's right. Trav. Yeah. Oh, no, he's going to be. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know what's happening around. Like they've got WTC too, so that's September, isn't it? I can't remember what it was, but yeah. Anyway, we'll see. So anyway, we wanted to get that on the calendar. So hopefully that's good news for people who have been asking.
Yep. No, that's fantastic.
More to follow as we finalise the pack.
That is this. You played him game 5, sick as a dog, and you gave Akhtar the win.
What are you doing?
That's good.
Considering, no, Travis. Yeah, because I was looking at the point difference. There was a 9-point gap. So yeah, I guess. Yeah, you did have to win the last game. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a gap because everyone else is 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. 4-1. Oh, that's game 6. Oh, that must be some close games. Anyway.
Oh, Gooley came third. Was Gooley running the he was running those 3 war wagons and 10 outriders. That's right. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, okay.
going to be good. So while Josh starts talking about his pack, I will open up Castle Assault. Might as well.
Josh's package.
What are you doing?
I'm opening up Castle Assault on the side here, but you can. I'll let you tell me. Oh, well, sorry, questions.
Waiting for you to talk about your girthy package there, Josh.
Yeah, sorry, he's got to run through the questions.
Oh, that's right. Patrons. True. I should actually do the Patreon questions as well. Yep. Let me just pull them up. All right. Okay. Oh, I need to actually share the Discord screen for this. Because Zenfox's question, which is first up, actually involves a little document that he put in there. Let me just pull this up. Okay, so his question is: I present to you another comp system. Why should you consider this one? Well, unlike the others that change core army building mechanics points or exacerbate problems with internal balance, the whole goal of Garage Comp is to make the fewest changes possible to key overpowered units or mechanics to make a more balanced and fun game. Please give it a try in your Garage game so they can know how you like it. So I'll pop it up here. It's interesting. It's very specific, small changes, but quite a few of them. Sorry, I've got to sneeze again.
I'm just going to pull this pole down. It's in the way. I don't even know how to hide. There we go. Stop the pole. Okay.
So the core rule change, I think it's only one core rule change, which is a monster or chariot may only roll a maximum of 2 saves. And then we've got a list of how many different factions have got rules. Okay. Vampire Counts, Cathay, Warriors of Chaos, Beastmen, Orcs and Goblins, Tomb Kings, and Bretts. It's quite a few of these. They're all just different specific ones. So Frontier Axe gets a nerf, Strength +1, at Strike Class, Peg Knights, not Skirmish, they're in Lance. The Green Knight can't charge
trying to rank
arrives.
Oh god.
It's doable. I've got a ranked up unit of Peg Knights. Thank you. With a little farmland scene on the basis. So it's doable. Just got his flyer. His body. I am not a fan, by the way, this might be controversial. I hate those acrylic clear rods for flyers. I think it's not hidden. You can see the killing rod. I don't think it does a very good job, to be honest. I think a 1.5 mil wire painted black is actually less obtrusive than those semi-opaque clear rods, and it gives you much more variance in height. You can adjust whatever you want to do. That's my advice to anyone who wants to rank up Peg Knights. Anyway, Tomb Kings, BSB, remove all leadership. Remove reroll all leadership tests. Necrophing Exchange, regen to 6 up. Interestingly, if we go down to Vampire Counts, it also has BSB remove reroll all leadership checks. And then lots of other just random changes. So your Wailing Dirge can't target unit in combat unless the Wailing Dirge attack is also engaged in combat with that unit. Cathay, Shijing, and Lord reduce all wizard levels by 1 after paying for wizard levels. And Shijing in general, reduce all after paying for wizard levels, reduce all wizard levels by 1 may mean not a wizard. So essentially, it's just pulling back on wizard level by 1, to just make it a bit more expensive in terms of what you're paying for. Warriors of Chaos, Giant getting Sport and Nurgle upgrade, change regen to 6 up. Beastman, Hearthstone remove +1 to cast. Dragon Ogres, change Armored Hide to 1.
What shit
Fanatics can only be released at the start of your own turn phase. Oh my goodness.
That's good. I mean, that's good.
But it's all over the place. Sean.
Yeah. It feels like Sean's got owned by some of those things.
Yeah.
Go to the high elves. What are the high elves?
I no.
In fact, any elves? Is there any elves on that list? No.
I think
it's called Elven Comp.
I think that's all right. Well, I think some of these things are pretty good. I know it's a bit all over the shop, but yeah.
Well, actually, so I like the Tomb King change there. That so I'm not a big fan of them taking that BSB out. I think
are allowed.
Like in those other comps, I like the idea of just change some of those rules like that, like just get rid of the reroll one. That way it still is there. It can do some other stuff, or you could have it to take some extra magic items on or whatever. You're just not removing it. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's because that has become a common comp now across a lot of systems to just ban the BSB.
Take it out.
So I agree. I think that could be something that could be adopted.
So sorry, what was Sean's question? We'll just review it.
Just have a gaze, I think.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Because he put a note in saying this counts as my question for this week.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. I like it, Sean.
What do you guys think of it? There we go. Right, that's what we think. Next question. And I have another non-question statement, another thesis. Thanks, Jay. So Mark puts his sort of question up. Six Nations update. I think he means me to write this out because he did this in reply to the question reminder. So this is why I'm reading it out. After a horror round 4 versus Italy with the Dice Gods abandoning them, Team England managed to get a narrow win against France and secure second place. Well done. Fantastic achievement, boys. Well played to all the teams taking part, and congrats to Italy, your 2026 Six Nation champions, worthy victors.
Well done.
Yeah. Nice.
I don't have any further details to expand upon. But yeah. Well, they're all were they all Europeans?
Well, UK's not.
Oh, right. Isn't it? Oh, sorry. Am I treading on delicate
the
terrain?
whole EU thing. I don't know.
Difficult terrain, as it were, dangerous terrain. Roll a 1.
Geography-wise, is it part of Europe? Maybe it is. I don't know.
Yeah, it's on the European continent.
Yeah,
I would argue.
I would have thought. Yep.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. I wasn't saying anything else. I wasn't saying anything else. Plasman asks, speaking of difficult terrain, why don't we see more of it? Why don't we see more difficult terrain on tables? In historicals, you see more of this. Rocky ground, plowed fields, difficult terrain that isn't just forests. And it gives more meaning for light infantry and skirmishers in those games. It seems like it could be a powerful and interesting terrain feature in Tau that gives meaning for open order infantry, and not just forests that also block line of sight. Yet it feels like I've never seen boards with areas of difficult terrain that isn't forests. Perhaps it's just the traditional Warhammer Fantasy battle terrain trifecta is hills, impassable /buildings, and forests. ?
Love it. All I'd say is Western Zone Wargamers do it. I do find it a little confusing in the sense that I wish they had put it in the rule book and it was a bit more standard so you knew what types of game, like terrain feature does what. Because I feel like depending on the tournament, Western Sydney Wargamers do a standard thing. But yeah, I totally agree. Like, at least fields, rocky ground, because that was one of, I don't know, I'd put that whole rule about difficult terrain, like take the lowest -1 movement, that type of thing. I think that's one of the best things they did in the game from me.
I agree.
And so if you can use that around the place outside of forests, it's pretty awesome.
Not just better than 8, better than 6, better than, I would argue, it's the best rule they've come up with.
Yes.
In any edition for difficult terrain.
Yeah.
And because 8, it was meaningless because there was no
Six, you weren't allowed to go into forest because if you did, that's where you spent your whole game.
And everything was half movement, and then in the rules as written, you couldn't even march. I mean, that became a house rule that you could at least march. But even then, the half movement is so restrictive that it meant that we often avoided putting too much difficult terrain on the board because you're gonna get stuck in there for 4 turns and it becomes irrelevant. So I think it's sort of come out of those 2 editions, and also just the terrain placement guidelines from GWs in the book meant that people started off going 6 or 7 pieces of terrain only, and people didn't have any other difficult terrain. They didn't have any because of all the previous editions where difficult terrain was completely irrelevant. So I was like, why would I even bother building it? Just builds up with the fixed line of sight, which is hills, buildings, impassable buildings, forests. I strongly feel there's a massive scope that you could put in lots of difficult terrain, and because it doesn't block a line of sight, it's not going to clog it, or it's not impassable. You can clog the board up inadvertently and actually make it quite an unpleasant board to play on. I suspect you won't have the same feeling with difficult terrain.
Well,
Like,
and
it
you got to
won't
make
feel
those.
restricted.
It's cool because you make the choice. You go, well, I'll have to put the infantry there, or maybe there. That's the only way they're going to get through. That type of thing, or vice versa. So I think I love it. It's just, I will admit, because it's not standard. When I go to like say Western Sydney, I go, oh, what's the fucking rules again? You got to get the pack out and go, oh, that's right. Because they do something, and I won't even get it right, but it's like John can tell us in the chat. It's like I don't know, like swamps are difficult for cav or maybe infantry and not cav, or they're dangerous for those type of things. Like, and then the other one is difficult for or dangerous for infantry, and it's just changes it up a bit, which is cool. It's just extra to remember.
That makes it look harder to remember. Wait, is that in the book? Yeah. Is that in the rule book? They've got different categories?
No. That's just in like Western Sydney Wargames doing it in their pack.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
They have marsh and like difficult terrain.
Cavalry in forest or something? Or
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. He uses the WTC definitions.
WTC definitions.
Oh, okay. It's WTC. There you go. Okay. Yeah. I like it. I think we even reviewed that ages ago, actually. Because when they first brought it out, I went, it's cool. Yeah, different, like a field versus something else. I like it. It's to remember.
The only thing is the remembering it. Some of these special rules are really cool, but it's annoying if you can't remember it and you have to look it up.
Like when you go and order a steak from a restaurant.
It needs to be simple enough to be intuitive.
Need a little flag on it. This is dangerous for this. Yeah. Anyway,
that's it.
Cool.
Pick it up, you can read a little rule.
Yeah, we've got lots of them.
It's really getting some questions in. Yeah, we have lots of swamps.
Probably with crocodiles.
Lots of mosquitoes.
Yep.
Victoria is a swamp. So I don't even know what he means, but I like it.
Mawson's Lake, South Australia.
Queensland.
Jay, Queensland.
Last question. I've got a question. I've still got a Patreon question, Jay. This is where Josh hunts for subjects.
Stop interrupting me.
My swamps. Forward Owner asks, is this edition going to be remembered as the Hero Hammer edition in the future? Will we look back on
that's a good question.
First edition Warhammer, fourth edition Old World, and go, this is Hero Hammer? I reckon we will for vanilla, like 1.0. For sure.
Yeah,
it'll be Dragon Hammer. That'll be called Dragon Hammer.
Yeah, Dragon Hammer.
I've coined it. There we go. Dragon Hammer.
Bretonian Hammer.
Power 1.0. Yeah. Flappy Hammer.
It hasn't had that.
I'm not sure that 1.5 feels so dominated by characters in the way that it used to.
It's an interesting, because we've had these FAQs and everything. It's an edition that's it's like 40k, where it ends up having these crazy meta changes.
Yeah.
I don't think 1.5. I guess it depends on what we remember of this edition in the future.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's ended up, there's been more time spent with 1.5 than pre 1.5. So I feel like the lingering memory.
Dates on that, but yeah.
Maybe? I don't know. Oh, I have to. I don't know. That was just.
It probably isn't, but like in terms of the first 6 months, there wasn't. Yeah, everything was anywhere. But yeah, and there wasn't as many arcane journals out either. So like, it wasn't. Like not everyone had everything. Like each arcane journal brought like extra magic items and stuff, so it starts changing the rules a bit. No, I don't know. Hopefully, it might, but I don't know. It's not the same as 4th and 5th ed. I don't reckon. That just was loaded up with the amount of magic items you could do. So,
yeah. And that's the questions. That's the questions, guys.
Cool.
Good questions.
What are we talking about now?
Your pack.
My pack. That's right.
You've got a pack. We don't have a pack.
I have a pack. I have a published pack, and I will go through it. I don't want to. Should I spend too much time? I mean, I've got. What are we? Where are we? We're at hour 40. Okay. I've got a We've got a self-imposed 20 minutes window to finish this episode. Do we?
20 minutes.
Do you guys have any hobby to talk about?
This won't take that long, I don't think. But I did want to just highlight a few things. So a lot of the structure I did take from my first one, the first event that I already ran, because I'm just a guy that runs events now.
You're that guy.
Beast of Pugno.
Yeah.
So I have altered a couple of things. So last time I actually made all the objectives, and I didn't have baggage train, so I sort of made my own weird little baggage train. This time, actually, because I realized that people do want to make this stuff, so I am going to make like 10 objective markers for the event. But the first scenario needs 3 on the board, so I want each player to make 1 each, and also their own baggage train as well for scenario 2.
Nice.
Now it is at 1,200 points. Now 1,200 points, and I'm shooting for 4 rounds. I think we can get 4 rounds in. I've gone hour 45 rounds, which I think for 1,200 points is very doable. So we got two rounds, 15-minute breaks, an hour for lunch in the middle, and then 2 more rounds. The battlefields 5. I was like, do I go 6 wide? I was like, it's 1,200 points. I wanted it to be a bit tighter. So I've taken a foot off the side, so 5 inch wide.
5x4, but that's cool. That gives people.
I reckon it'll make the games faster. Yeah. I mean, the good thing with Gaming Arena,
you've got room
shelves, you've actually got, but it is nice to have extra space on the top. So yeah, I like it. The awards I've kept largely the same. There's best overall, best general, best painted, and best sports. I think with the best generals though, I should really put it in there. If the overall winner also gets best general, it automatically goes to the second place.
That's a good idea. And then you don't get that double ups.
Well, that's what I essentially had to do it last time anyway. So, but yeah, I should really make it a formal rule.
So is that victory points, best general?
Yeah. Well, battle points. So
Sorry, battle points.
Yeah, so best
general.
general.
You do win-loss draw and then battle points. So
no, just doing battle points.
No, he's just doing battle points.
So yeah, you know what I mean. So if you're talking about what tiebreaker, just to make it clear, I'm not doing win-loss draw. I am doing battle points first. In terms of because also when I'm doing the ladder, as you can see, the scoring structure, it is not just win-loss draw. It's all about how many points you have, because battle points are max 32 points, sports is max 15, and painting is max 15. So in terms of where you are on the ladder, the soft scores. And this is similar to what I had in Beast of Pugno. I pushed the battle points up a little bit because there was 4 rounds. And I wanted sort of mid-30s, but I put it out to 8 points. So you got 0 to 8, which over 4 rounds is max 32. The sports, I decided to do a similar thing where you give your opponent 2 points at the end of each round. If it's someone you enjoyed playing with and you want to play them again. And then painting score, I have adjusted it slightly where you get 5 points for baseline, battle ready sort of level painting, and additional 2 points for, conversions, for, layer, fine transitions and that type of thing, basing and conversions, or if you bring a custom objective marker to the event, it's in there.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what you actually judge your opponent, your first round opponent only, and you see your first round opponent, which everyone thought at Beast of Pugno that was supposed to be. And I was like, no, you're just self-assessing. And everyone's mind blew. So opponent assessment, and just for the first round. Yeah. But there is voting for that as well for the best painted, but that's separate to the points.
I need to put caps in, don't I, Josh?
You do need to put caps. There. Now, these unit duplication limits are quite tight, but it's only because it's 1,500 points. 1,200 points. So that's why it's only, no more than 1 of each rare type, because it's quite small. So that's not as restrictive as it looks, because we are talking about quite small armies. So I have put in 33% characters, so 400 points max characters, which I think in such small armies, I think is probably okay. And no single unit or character can be more than 300 points. I have put in the undead thing about BSBs because that seems to be a thing of these days. I have tried so going from now some of these copies, because I have gone from the 650 point battle march and what I learned from that to the 1200 points. So in that battle march game, I had no more than one magic missile. So I was like, because I was a little bit worried about magic missile spam, and so I've actually just increased that cap to 2, which I think is fair enough. Like I think 2 magic missiles, you have to work to get more than 2 really. So I feel like 2 is very fine at 1200 points. I have kept going with the limitation on the extreme magic combi items only included once per army. And then finally, and this is probably the biggest comp change, because again, this is going from the warbands. This is for a few things have sort of input in my skirmish thoughts. So the warbands, it was 1 unit maybe in skirmish formation, or the battle march. 1 unit was in skirmish formation. Now 1200 points, I was like, I'm interested to still comp this because I had a really positive response to that. People were quite enjoyed the fact there was a lot less skirmishing going on the board in general. And then I was looking at 2+ podcasts doubles event where they've got coming up where they've just gone blanket everything.
Yeah.
Everything skirmisher is deployed in open order. There's no more skirmishes. It's just everything open order, which is it sounds quite interesting and that'd be fun to play. But at the same time, I feel like knocking skirmish out completely is quite a strict thing. So what I've got is man-sized skirmishes only. Any model, and the reason I didn't like this is because I think it's easy to remember as well. Any model on a base bigger than 30 by 30 with the skirmisher special rule is treated as having open order, and that includes lone characters. So I feel like it's easy to explain. Like it's just like anything bigger than a man-sized model or board base, you're in open order. Because like there was other things I could have done. I was thinking about doing like monstrous cav or specifics like bigger things. But I'm interested to see how this goes because I think it does change things a little bit in terms of like I think there was some initial feedback about like wild hunt and that type of thing being a little bit penalized. But like I feel like if there's less skirmish and less 360 stuff going on in general on the board, then those cavs aren't really going to be that penalized, So I feel like it's just gonna change the game's feeling a little bit, just that everything's a bit more ranky and flanky and 45 or 90 degrees arcs of sight, and it's a bit more relevant for some of the hammer units. Yeah, particularly peg knights.
No, I like it. I haven't played any of that stuff with the skirmish stuff, so it would be interesting to see. Yeah. I don't know. How big was the 2+? That was a 10th. That's a full. Double.
I think it was double 1,000. Yeah, so it's a full 2,000 with double, so 2 1,000 point armies combined.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Because it would be interesting to see that rule, in a standard sort of 2,000 point level.
It would be interesting. It would be interesting. My suspicion is it'll feel a bit too bland to have.
Yeah.
I reckon, but yeah. No, we'll see. I'm interested because that's happening in April, I think, middle of April. So it will be really interesting to hear how that all goes. And then I'm running this in mid-May. I'm intrigued. And partly why I haven't written my pack for the August one is I do want to play in this, see how that feels, see what the community is doing over the coming months. Because if you put a pack out too early, I don't know, you can miss opportunity to do things. Anyway, that's a
good idea.
Yeah.
Would you ever see because I don't mind that open order thing, but I'm just wondering, you end up having to rank them back up technically, don't you? Like I don't know. You lose the look of sort of skirmishes and such. But I also wonder, like, could you add open order, but they also all get fast cavalry option, so to speak, in the sense that they all get to always do a full pivot even on a march and stuff, so they are a bit more flexible, but they've still got the arc, so a bit more maneuverable, but they've still got the arc. I wonder if that would be something to do.
Yeah, because the open order is you get the pivot, but only if you don't march. Is that right?
Yeah. Whereas is it fast cav? Is it fast cav? Is that what it's called? It would be weird to go skirmishers get fast cav, but they're half of them are just walking around.
I mean, that's an interesting suggestion. I'll have to think about that. But the thing is, then I'm adding extra bits to it, which
I don't know. I don't think you should add it there. I was just wondering if that might be an interesting.
That's a cool idea. Yeah. And then now we've got scenarios. Now we go into the actual thematic thing. So Now, so the Beasts of Pugno thing was all about, this guy had triggered the whole full Monte Carlo, and everyone was like, who is this guy? What's he doing? And then there was just like something with rumor spread that got turned into a donkey or a cow or something, and people were hunting for him because they these poor villagers, and they were hoping to get, maybe they can eat his heart and get really healthy, or they can take him to their lord and get like a bounty or whatever. Anyway, no one ever found it. It was just based on rumor and everything. Now we're heading to autumn, so the Beast of Pugno was never found, nor was his heart eaten or burned. And now, in the months since, the countryside has begun to fail. Slowly at first, but then with a gathering pace and in a vaguely unsettling manner, entire harvests suddenly withering away in the field, grain rotting in the granaries, villages standing empty as farmers abandon land that should still be fertile. And so hunger is spreading across the valley. And essentially, I've got 4 scenarios that, the thing is, I didn't want the scenarios to be, again, nothing complex. Like, this is all just based on match play guide, overall structure. It's just that I've done themes for it. And it has like a little progressive art, but it's really about trying to find grain and not be so hungry. So the scenario 1 is sort of early on. So early harvest reports are troubling. The fields have been yielding even less grain than expected, and the villagers have been hiding what little food they have. And then so you sort of come across 3 caches of grain. And it's basically like strategic objectives. 3 across. It's a diagonal deployment. Everything else is pretty stock standard.
Did you crank the victory points up though on that thing? Is that what that is?
I was going to get this. So there are 2 objectives. There are 2 alterations I made from the match play guide though. One of it is in the terms of scoring for the strategic locations, and this is consistent through the day. The scoring units, so the strength 10, they're not core. It's just strength 10 or more. You've got to be in combat order. You've got to carry a standard, and you can't be fleeing or affected by stupidity. It opens things up, but it also still keeps other things sort of slightly tight. You can't be in marching column. You can't be skirmishes, kind of things. So you've got to be in combat order. So you can't just marching column up and take an objective. And you got to have a banner. I think it still creates an interesting thing where you do have to design your list properly to account for those and still have proper scoring units. And the other thing I've changed slightly is in terms of scoring. So rather than 30 points at the end of each player turns, it's marked at the end of your turn only, but it's double. Yeah. Which I think is just makes the bookkeeping easier. That's all it is.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. But it also means, you can get that 60 straight away, isn't it? As long as you move up, get on it, get your 60.
Well,
there's 3 of them, so potentially 180.
Well, per one.
If you've got enough scoring units.
The strength 10 though, it's such 1,200 points. Like that's like you need to.
It's pretty. It's pretty hard to hit. So you may only. I think a lot of lists will only have 2, maybe 3 at most scoring units. But it's important
flirting with the sizes, I'd imagine as well. You know what I mean? There might be some units that only have 10, maybe only 12. So interesting.
Second scenario, the Hunger Road. So this is a baggage train scenario. So the weeks pass and the harvest grows thinner still. Supply wagons are now move under guard, transporting what little grain is still being gathered from the surrounding countrysides. Entire armies depend on the delivery of these convoys. So this is basically like you're trying to intercept each other's baggage train. It's baggage train deployment. With the baggage train rules, I think it's the same as Match Play Guide. So when you're strength 5 or more, you can destroy it. All that kind of thing. So you have 7 turn. I have made them quite valuable. So 350 points for destroying, 150 points if you still own it. And then I've had a table quarters as well. So again, this is for scoring units. 200 points for each
quarter. Whoa!
Yep.
These objectives are so huge, given the small size of the. It's like don't even bother killing the other.
They've got to be valuable. Like I'm sick of objectives that aren't value.
You don't like your 50 point table quarters.
No, I want them to be like. I think it should be important. I feel like the whole point of the objectives is they should be the objective of the game.
And you give it a good there's a good
secondaries.
narrative to it. Yeah.
But yeah, like the narrative of the table quarters is that you're trying to take all the fields you can, once you've taken the baggage train. Anyway, scenario 3. Scenario 3, things are getting serious now. The last sack. By late autumn, the countryside has already been stripped bare. Granaries stand empty. On lonely roads, wagons burn. What little grain once remained has already been seized or lost in the fighting. Here, a small cache of grain is discovered. Hungry armies immediately close in from every direction. So you got one grain supplies marker. So now this is the one I provided. Is it on this page? It is on this page. Great. Cool. So it's a single essential objective marker. So it's the same as the 3, basically same scoring units in the center. You're going to be within 6 inches of it. It's worth a chunky amount of points. So it's 100 points at the end of your turn to get it. But if you control it, I could not add at least one ridiculous special rule in this scenario because, like the other 2 have been okay, but I wanted something that was silly. So grain sampling. If a player controls the objective marker at the start of their starter turn subphase, their controlling unit will attempt to sample the delicious grain. If the player wishes to prevent this, the unit must pass a leadership check using its unmodified leadership value. Otherwise, roll the d6 and consult the table below. Each unit may only sample the grain once. So d6 effect. So you roll a dice. On a 1, moldy, the grain is spoiled. The unit is treated as if it failed the stupidity test. On a 2, worm-ridden, the unit recoils in disgust and must take an immediate panic test. 3 to 4, thin pickings, no effect. 5, a hearty mouthful. The unit gains stubborn until the start of the player's next turn. And then 6, war bread. It's a spirit surge. Ooh. The player must loudly cry, war bread. If they do so, the unit gains unbreakable until the start of the player's next turn.
Is that opponent judged that you actually called that out?
Yeah.
Well, if it hasn't loudly cried,
if Josh can't hear it.
I can't hear it. They haven't cried it. War bread. And then finally, in this part, this is another thing I've added to the whole Black Arrow arc. So the Black Arrow bounty. This is something I thought of, while I was doing this pack. The player who scores the most victory points from controlling the grain supply subjective marker during the event claims the physical marker as a prize. Now I have this at Beast of Pugno where I think it was scenario 3 or 4. The player that was in control of it was number 4. The player that had the dead livestock marker could take it home.
Could take it.
So they've got one.
Nice.
Now these markers. So any player, because I'll have this sort of design in the 2-dayer as well, where one of the scenarios you'll be able to claim the central objective, which will be physical marker you take home, which means there are 3 of them, one in each event. If anyone gets all 3 from all 3 of it, like one from each event, they would claim the Black Arrow bounty, which will be a particular prize that they'll give out at the end of the 2-dayer, at the end of the August game. So yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if it
actually goes out or not. Yeah, that's good.
Because the stats are like there was 10 handed out at the first one.
One of
depending
them
on how many of those players come to this one, there might be maybe it's like 70% of the people that got the markings there might be there. So maybe 6 or 7 people. Half of them, might get the bounty here. Then you're down to 3 or 4, and then of those players, there might only be 1 or 2 that actually get it. And I'm just thinking like if you're one of those few people that have got both, and then you're like going into the 2-dayer and you're like obsessing hopefully about that scenario and just getting that central objective, so you're just like not even caring about the rest of the event, is what I'm hoping the effect is going to be. Can the players steal these meat objectives off each other outside games?
They're on eBay.
It's a freaking.
What's it worth?
It's a famine. No one's
a price. Josh has a price, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Maybe you can bribe me well enough. And then the last scenario is just straight up, no, nothing, just kill each other. 4 scenarios in a day. Don't want anything else on the last one.
But at least got a nice little fluffy bit before you just kill each other. It's, nice,
exactly.
Little narrative. Yep.
That's it. That's it.
Cool.
That's it, guys.
Awesome.
So
well, it's it's going to be interesting to see how that one goes, man. And then your double one, sorry, not your double one, your two-dayer, sorry. What's that going to be? How big's that one?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't? Okay, so you haven't actually...
Like, I've put up to, I'm hoping it's a 30 or 40 kind of thing, but I don't know.
No, but like, sorry, is it a 2,000 point? Like
2,250. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wow. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I don't know how big it's going to be.
Cool.
Can I put up a photo? I'm not going to do any hobby.
I was going to say there's a lot of photos right there.
Yeah, I can see these.
Josh has been going crazy.
I'll do my hobby next week, but I will put up this photo of some dangerous and difficult terrain.
Ooh.
Because was it plasma?
Yes, it was.
Plasma.
Yeah.
It is more of it, and I agree.
Good.
So this is some really spiky. I haven't put the snow on these guys yet, but it's really spiky. I'll have to print some acrylic sheet or something to go over the top.
I was going to say.
I think unit trays can sit on top. It's just really just individual models that I won't be able to sit on it. And then I've done in the Moses doing a frozen lake.
I'm gonna get you some tips on how you do this resin stuff with that. So what are you using for the watery stuff?
This was not complex.
Yeah.
I've got a photo of this.
I will get some tips because yes, I have a bunch to do.
So all I did was I did the underlying bit, just a bit of dry brushing. Then I started pouring resin and bits of paint in there and just mixed it up until it did that. So I know that sounds really simple,
right,
but that's all it is. And the reason,
obviously,
you can get
the clear resin.
Yeah. So the clear resin and the paint drops. So the reason I went for paint drops because I do have like proper dye that dissolves in the resin as well. The paint drops don't really dissolve properly in the resin, but I wanted that effect because it sort of makes it all sort of cloudy.
And is that acrylic? That's not a contrast dropped in. It's an actual just normal.
No, it's just acrylic paint. It's just random layer of crate. Yeah. But yeah, I've still got to add some surface stuff. Oh yeah. Your felt coat's a good idea as well. Yeah. But yeah, it's got to be. Damn, it looks cloudy. No, this is not a marsh. This is going to be a frozen lake, so it's going to be difficult terrain, not a aquatic. This will be like slippery.
Slip over and break your coccyx.
But yeah, I gotta make it into proper.
Was anyway, that but what was that? What resin was that one though? Was that like tenacious, or you just any that you had that was clear? Because it was a 2-part
going in there. I actually didn't use 3-pounding resin. I used, I think I used the resin ice stuff from AK, which is also what I'm using for all my snow stuff. Which I'll go through my snow stuff in proper.
Yeah, maybe you can do a bit more of a hobby one next week because I'd like to know because I've got this to do, Josh. Like as you saw, now they aren't rivers, but I will like to do some of them as well. But I have a crap ton of terrain coming up that we need to do. So because all Josh's tips will be very beneficial.
Oh yeah, I'm just cracking through terrain at the moment. Like I'm hoping to get a good 5 full new tables done in time for Blighted Harvest.
Well, yeah, it's a month away, so whatever it is. 2 months, I guess. But
yeah, I'm hoping to get all the winter stuff done by the end of this month, and then do some Badlands stuff as well.
Ooh,
cool. And then after that, I'm gonna go back and really sort out my other sort of great grassy tables, because the thing is, I know this sounds ridiculous, but the more I'm looking at these tables, the more I want the table not to just be a random collection of terrain in a theme, but I want like it to be like a little vignette or story in and of itself.
Wow.
Are you gonna have like a little story like next to the table that you can actually read about?
I don't know. I know you're being sarcastic, but
no, I'm not.
You
actually get to read.
Because I'm doing 3 sort of Northern Nagaroth themed tables. One of them is like a Watchtower themed one, I guess. One of it is monolith fields, where it's just, And then the third one is like just more like a remote waste where I've got like some sort of ruined chariot that's crashed, and the little like ice lake, and I don't know, like it's just I'm just thinking.
Yeah,
about
that's awesome, man. That'd be
how to have the tables like look.
Love to do that.
Like more cohesive, I guess. Is what
I think for Castle we're going to try. We'll see. We won't get to that level, but I would like to know like the list of tables, like what map we can have on them. What terrain we'll do, and try and get them pretty close to. Like I don't know if we'll get all 25. We'll obviously be using club stuff, but our stuff as well, and we'll see how we go. But we've got a while yet. We might be able to get there. Cool. Anyway, we better wrap this thing up then, guys. Josh, that's what we want to do. That's terrain next week.
Okay.
Let's get some tips.
Next week, terrain
or
week.
pictures.
Yeah. Terrain week.
Terrain week. Terrain Tuesday. Okay, guys, we might wrap this one up. Thanks for listening. We've had a bunch of I haven't been able to keep up with the comments, man. It's just been maybe it'll be controversial early on with the Renegade stuff. Who knows? But yeah, really do appreciate guys listening to another episode of Old World Fanatics 137.
Before we wrap up, what was the outcome of the poll? I can't see it.
Oh shit. Oh, you can't see it. It was 93% said yay for Renegades, and only 7% said no. 14 to 1.
It ASB
14 to 1. So ASB versus the world.
It's weird because it says 14 to 1, but no, Mark put 3. That's right.
Mark was 3.
Wasn't an option. Yeah. Might come up with some fun new polls next time. I only just added this. I didn't even see it was there until when we went live. So, if you do appreciate that, please leave likes, subscribe, jump on. Remind yourself to join next week when Josh tells us how to make terrain. That would be really cool. And if you are in Australia and you want to get over to Castle Assault, please do. It is now live on oldworldrankings.com. And obviously, if you're in Melbourne, Josh has a tournament very soon. And how many places still remain, Josh? What are you up to?
Oh, fair few. There's 7 signed up right away as soon as I put it out, pretty much.
Nice.
And it's supposed to be 7. So I've got 13 places. But there's a good 6 or 7 people that are intending to sign up that I know of. And people should just sign up, because I feel like it will just fill up again.
The last few days they always get boom.
Yeah, absolutely. There is ARC for people that want to go to ARC as well. Although I'm working now on that day, and I'm working this weekend, which means I can't go to Uprising. I was going to go to Uprising in Ballarat this weekend.
God, is that on? Wow, you guys have just and there was just another event at House of War. This whatever it's called, House of War.
Yeah,
it's called. Yeah, that was just this weekend as well.
Gaming arena.
Yeah. So so wow. I mean, Melbourne has come out to play.
Yeah.
Love it. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I am going to love everyone and leave them all. Please keep playing some hobby and leaving us some suggestions and stuff. And hopefully we'll be getting some more content out soon next week. I think I've got something planned with ASB. But until next week, I guess I'm looking forward to this terrain stuff. I'll see how far I get with mine. And chat to you all next week. See you guys.
I can't help but I think ASB is going to be raging about Renegades the whole time you're on there with him.
Better. Let's do that. Okay, cool, guys.
Ciao.
See ya.